Hi, my name is Lupi Romero, and I'm living with pancreatic cancer, diagnosed February 11th, 2012. A few days later, on February 15th, 2012, I had an attempted Whipple procedure. It was unsuccessful because when the doctor went in, he found that the cancer attached itself to the mesenteric vein, which is a vein that goes straight to the heart. He couldn't touch it because if you even nick that brain, a patient can die on the table. So the doctor closed me back up. I was sent to an oncologist, Dr. Miranda, who first put me on genzetamide for seven sessions. After that, I had a CT scan which showed no improvement. I then was put on FOLFIRINOX. That's a treatment that consists of 3 different types of chemo used for colon cancer. But after my 6 sessions of that, I had a PET scan which showed much improvement. My doctor then sent me to UCLA. I had an appointment yesterday. And so yesterday at my doctor's appointment, I was told that I will definitely be having surgery, which is great news. It's just a matter of the timing. The doctor said it's up to me. I can have the surgery now if I wanted to, but we might run into the same problem as before, where if he goes in, he might not be able to remove the cancer. But he recommends that I have another 6 sessions of the FOLFIRINOX, and then he'll do surgery in January. So I will be having more chemo. This chemo is very, it's aggressive. So most people that are put on this type of chemo have very magnified symptoms. And the symptoms that people experience are nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea. It usually knocks them off their feet, and then a hair loss within the first week. I have been really, truly blessed because I didn't have any of those symptoms. Very mild, and I didn't lose all my hair. I've cut it real short. It has thinned out a lot. Believe it or not, I did have more hair than I do now, and then I even went back to work a couple months ago. So I'm truly blessed. Even yesterday, Dr. Hines at UCLA, 3 times he said that when he told me that I would be eligible for surgery, he said that usually the conversation he has with his patients are totally different. And so after the 3rd time, I told him that I knew that I am blessed because the only other alternative is would have been, that he would have told me that he couldn't operate, and then it just would, bottom line would be quality of life, giving me chemotherapy, radiation therapy until I couldn't tolerate it anymore. So I know that I'm blessed because this whole journey has been a positive journey. Just the fact that I was even diagnosed. It was originally thought that I had a gallstone, but it ended up being cancer. And then tolerating the chemo sessions as well as I have, I know I'm truly blessed. And the fact that he can even do the surgery, because I know that when pancreatic cancer is attached to the vein or the artery, there's really not much they can do. There's a new procedure at UCLA. The chemotherapy is fairly new, and then the procedure at UCLA is also new, where he can go in and do the bypass. So I agreed with him, so I'll be having my chemotherapy, and this by doing this, then when he does the surgery in January, it'll be well, not easier, but I think the end result will be better, and he sounds more confident because the smaller the cancer, the better. I guess less risks. And so I'll be having more chemo. I have a feeling with the second round of treatment that I will lose my hair, but that's okay because that's the least of my problems. Um, I haven't had chemo in 4 weeks, and I still have that what people call a metallic taste, but I just call it a chemo taste because it's not really, it doesn't taste like metal. It's a different kind of taste. It's a chemotherapy taste. So that's kind of have a residue in my mouth, and so I have a feeling that with this new round, I'll tolerate it. I'll do good. It just might be a little different, but I've tolerated the last 6, so I have a feeling I'll do well with this new one. Just maybe symptoms might magnify a little bit, but I know one thing that has helped me get through all this is an amazing support group with all my family and friends. Our family is very close. My brothers and my sister and my mother and all my nieces and nephews and my sons and my grandkids, and then also so many awesome friends and my co-workers, and I just have such a great support group. There are so many people praying for me. I strongly believe in prayer, and so all these people are my guardian angels. I always compare my journey to a marathon. I have completed 10 Los Angeles marathons, and I think completing those has made me a stronger person. It has helped me stay healthy, but also it's helped me mentally also, because like when I participated in the marathons and I would jog, the first few times I jogged pretty much the whole way, and then the more that marathons I did, I would jog maybe up to mile 16 and then walk the other 9 miles. But mentally, you have to be mentally ready for a marathon, and I'm so glad I participated in those marathons, because it really truly helps me keep my mind strong, because I see myself every time I have an appointment or a study, it's like another step that I take. And right now I feel like I'm at mile 23, getting closer to the 26th mile, and so I know that it's going to get harder before it gets any easier, because I'm way past half of my marathon, so I just have to keep moving forward. And even though it's getting a little bit harder, I just have to keep moving forward. And so when I get the date of my surgery, that'll be mile 25 going into my 26th, and then 0.2 miles. So I'm glad that I have that to compare to, because it helps me reach my goal. And then so all the people that love me and care for me, they're like the people that stand on the sidelines, giving me what I need during my journey. Just like a marathon runner, people will give you water and juice, banana, whatever it is that you need. Even when it gets really hot, they even give you ice chips or hose you down. That's how my journey has been. I just keep taking one step at a time. I keep moving forward, and by text or by Facebook or in person, family and friends are always giving me what I need. And I'm so glad that I'm back at work, because that's very important to me. And when I see my coworkers in the hallways, and just all the friendly smiles, and so many people are concerned about me, and it just lifts me up. It makes me feel really good. And just to be at work is a big thing. I'm so glad, and I love my job, and I love the people that I work with. I love the place that I work with. I work at Mission Hospital in Mission Viejo, and so I'm just very blessed. So more chemo, another round of chemo, and then surgery. And so if you were just diagnosed, or with pancreatic cancer or any type of other type of cancer, I pray for you. All of us are running this race, and so we just have to keep going, and we have to be strong, and just take one step at a time, one moment at a time. And so I don't have my dates yet of my appointment for my chemo, but I'm ready. I'm ready for my 3rd round of chemo. And so God willing, in January I'll have my surgery. But again, just take one step at a time, one moment at a time, and enjoy every moment. Right now I'm sitting in my patio in San Juan Capistrano. When we were driving here, the car said the temperature was at 103. I know it's like a sauna out here, but hot or cold, I totally absorb the weather. I absorb the days. I absorb everything that my eyes come in contact with. I absorb every smell that my nose inhales, every taste, even though it doesn't taste the same. I enjoy every taste in my mouth. So if you're a healthy person, don't take your life for granted. Our lives change from one moment to the next, but if you're in a situation that you can do something about, if you are not happy with the situation, then change it. Do something about it. And if you're in a situation where you can't do anything, you're cornered, or you have an illness, then you just take one moment at a time and try to keep moving forward and stay positive and stay focused. Staying focused is a big thing. It's hard when you don't know. These last several weeks have been hard for me because at first it was waiting for my PET scan, and I didn't know what the results were going to be. And so I finally had my PET scan and I had my results, and then it was going to my oncologist, and I didn't know what he was going to say. I didn't know if he was going to send me back to UCLA. And then so I went to that appointment, and he did send me to UCLA. And then I had to wait another week before my appointment at UCLA. And those were, tense. I had some tense moments, and because I didn't know what the surgeon was going to say. I was prepared one way or the other, I felt. But I got there, and so I got good news. And after the doctor left the room, my sister and my mother left the room, and they left me in the room with my husband, and I had my moment. I mean, because sometimes the emotions just build up, and then you just have to release them. So I had my good cry. And then after that, I walked outside, and I had a big smile for my mom, and it's like, okay, let's move forward. So whatever you're going through, I pray you get through it. And I am very much in love with God, and I trust God, and I just pray that I pray for you, and I pray that you let God into your heart. He's always there, whether you believe in Him or not. And so, if you're going through a hard time, ask Him to guide you, and He'll give you everything that you need. It might not be in the way that you expected, but He always answers prayers, and He sure has answered my prayers and sent me so many people to help me through this journey. I love you, and God bless you, and keep your head up high, your eyes up to the sky, and tell your loved ones how much you love them, because I love my loved ones with all my heart. My sons, Louis, Richard, and Robert. My grandkids. I adore my grandkids. And my brothers and my sisters and nieces and nephews and my mom. I love her dearly. And my father passed, but he's my guardian angel up in heaven, and my mother is my guardian angel on earth. Well, you have a wonderful days or weekends, or a weekend, but keep your head up high. Love you.